Hi guys, it's me Sam here today, and we have a video on drugstore makeup. I'm really excited to be doing this. I have a bunch of drugstore makeup here that I feel like is really amazing, and I'm pretty sure all of it is under $10. So I wanted to do 10 under 10, but then I couldn't really condense the list down to 10 items. So I just have a ton of stuff in here. I think it's close to like 15. So yeah, if you're interested, continue watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sam. I do mostly a lot of first impressions here on my channel. If you like that kind of thing, please be sure to hit the subscribe. But I do some other kinds of content like this every now and again. So let's get started. So last year, everybody went crazy over the 4 p.m. palettes from e.l.f. and thought they were amazing. And honestly, I did not. I had so many duds, and some of the palettes that did have 1 or 2 good shadows, the rest of them were not great. I feel like they just weren't that good, and they weren't that pigmented. And for somebody, especially that's a little bit of a medium tan complexion, if the shadows are not pigmented enough, they're not going to show up on me, and therefore they're just not going to work. So those were horrible. And I feel like the first thing I'm going to start off with is kind of popular right now. The rest I think are a little bit more obscure, but I'm going to bring it up anyway, is these Essence palettes. Most of them are $3.99, but Ulta has been having some sales on some of them. There's, what are they? There's 6 of them. I don't have the blue one just because I have so many blue eyeshadow palettes, but there's a color story in here for just about anybody. If you like neutrals and maybe you just want like a one and done thing, that is the Coral Me Baby. Then we have the Bronze This Way, which is really beautiful. I'm just going to show you very quickly. We have the Dancing Green, the I Like to Mauve It, and the last one is Taupe It Up, which is like an icy kind of situation. But what I haven't heard people really talking about that are drugstore makeup and that you can get at Ulta or directly from their website is these Catrice 5 in a box eyeshadow palettes. There's 4 of them. I have 3 because I think I tried to order the 4th one, but it was out of stock, so they had to take it off of my order. But this one is the modern smoky look. I wore this for a date night with my husband. These mattes are unbelievable, and the shimmers are quite nice as well. I'm just gonna swatch a couple for you. Okay, and these go for $6, which I think is a great deal. We have this one that is Warm Spice Look. Absolutely beautiful. The packaging is also identical to the Natasha Denona minis, and I will pull one out just to show you. This one here is the Soft Rose Look, which kind of reminds me of the Rose Water one from e.l.f. So if you like that color story, this might be good for you. But just to compare, this is a Natasha Denona package, and then this is the Catrice one. The Natasha Denona one is a little heavier, but they're the exact same size. They open exactly the same. So these I definitely think are kind of like a dupe for those palettes, and they're really good quality. And I don't think I've heard anybody talking about this. Also, Undone Beauty. They sell them at Ulta, these palettes, but Undone is also sold at Target. I haven't seen the palettes in store, but they are on the website, and these are so beautiful. This palette I think is like $7. And it's just absolutely stunning. This one that I have is called Brick by Brick, and it's like the warmer one. I have my eye on the one with purple in it. It just looks so beautiful for the price point. These shimmer shades are top notch. Top notch. Keeping with the eyes, cream shadows are really big right now. And I think these have been around forever. And I think people knew they were good and they've forgotten about them. But I want to remind you of the J-Cat Pris-Metal cream shadows. These are absolutely stunning. I have 6 of them and I've had them forever. And they're still really good, so they don't dry out. So this one right here is Rose Pose. And these are just really beautiful, creamy, where can I swatch? Creamy metallic shadows. They're absolutely stunning. If you are into like the grungy kind of look, this one here, Leopard King, absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I've had these forever, like an embarrassingly long amount of time, and they're still super good. Chrome Galaxy, beautiful, like champagne-y color. This one has like more like a chunky glitter a little bit in there, but oh my god, like you cannot go wrong whatsoever. The last one I'm gonna I have so many of these, but I'm gonna just swatch one more. This one is Chrome Crusher, and this one's more like a pewter shade, but it's so pretty. Absolutely stunning. You can just tap these on the eyes over top some other shadows, or you can just use that, blend it out with a brush, and have a one and done look. They're absolutely stunning, and I don't think people remember that they exist. So definitely pick these up. They're, I think, under $5 even on Ulta's website. You can also find them on Amazon. I believe, I think I've gotten at least one of these on Amazon. So yeah, those are absolutely stellar. Let's talk about primer. I know a lot of people don't agree with primer. If you have great skincare, you don't need a primer. And that is true for the most part, especially for young, beautiful skin. But where I'm a little bit older, I have some fine lines, I have some large pores, I really do feel like primer makes a difference. But that being said, even if you are a person who does not like to wear primer, right now is the winter time. Your skin can use all the hydration it can get. And not all the time do we wear our makeup right after we've done our skincare when our skin is nice and juicy and plump. If you want to just add a little bit of moisture to your skin right before makeup and you don't want to go in with a whole moisturizer or a primer, then I definitely recommend you checking out these Wet n Wild serum primers. They don't do a great deal of work to your skin, but I think it just adds a beautiful touch of hydration. They have a bunch of different like scents kind of to them. So this one is like the original one that they came out with, and it kind of has a light floral scent to it. Very beautiful, and it's, you know, watery. It is like a serum. You just rub it in and it gives your skin some nice hydration. But they came out with a bunch of different scents. So this one right here that I picked up, it's called the In Love with Cocoa, and super cute. I think they have like a cherry one. They have a bunch of them. This one smells like cocoa butter. So good. So if you like that kind of thing, I think you should definitely check this out. It just adds a little bit of hydration right before you add your makeup. And I think it's a really lovely product that gets ignored at the drugstore. The next thing I wanted to talk about is something I fell in love with and I could not put it down. it was one of my absolute favorites, even over some high-end products, is the Catrice More Than Glow Highlight. This one is in Beyond Golden Glow, and then I also recently picked up Supreme Rose Beam, which is for probably a fairer skin girl. It's more icy. I still picked it up because I figured in the winter maybe I can possibly wear it. I just love this formula. And these are the two side by side, the gold and then the rose. I'm going to swatch them on the back of my hand. And they're very beautiful. They can be blinding, or you can like really buff them into the skin and get like a beautiful natural glow. I just absolutely love this formula, and I can't believe they've done it for the price that they have. These go for only $6, so they're really affordable, and I tell you, they're just as good as high-end. The next product I wanted to talk about is the NYX Sweet Cheeks. This is their powder formula. I know like last year, even I tried the cream one, which is really beautiful, but if you feel like you are more of a traditional girl, you want to use a powder blush, this is beautiful. This was $7.50 in the drugstore, and I have the shade Summer Breeze, and it's just a beautiful glowy blush. The formula is very reliable, and it just looks really pretty on the skin. They also have it in a matte version, so if you don't prefer a shimmery blush, then you can pick up the matte one. But I honestly think this is an amazing drugstore blush that nobody really talks about. I don't know why. They have such a large variety of shades, so definitely check this out. Let's talk a little bit about lips. The first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Essence Shine lip gloss. I know that people love the, you know, Tower 28s. They want like all these high-end glosses, but sometimes just a good drugstore one is the best. Now, I used to buy this all of the time for my daughter in the clear version. She loves this gloss in a clear, but I got curious one day and I picked up this one in the shade 21 Deep Red Love, and I'm gonna put it on. So I'm gonna put this on so you can see. This is gorgeous. The formula is actually super nice. It's not sticky, and like the color, look at that color. My lips look beautiful, juicy and wet, and it gives like this gorgeous kiss of color, but it's not completely opaque. I absolutely love this gloss. I am a huge fan now. Check them out. There's some other shades you might like better, but this one again is Deep Red Love, and it is chef's kiss. Next thing I wanted to talk about for the lips, these are the color Riche Nude Intense. So everybody talks about the color Riche Shine lipsticks, but those are more like a lip oil in a stick form. These are actually bullet lipsticks, but they have that same creamy texture on the lips and just a really beautiful intensity. This one is the shade New Extreme. They're very comfortable, and they come in so many really beautiful shades. This one here is New Decadence. And again, they're just really comfortable on the lips. They give your lips this beautiful like shine to it, but they're more pigmented and less balmy than the color Riche sister of this. So I definitely recommend checking them out. And I like the packaging, the little gold packaging here. It's very cute. Eye products again. All right, I forgot to mention these when I was talking about all the eyeshadows, but these here are the UCANBE, what do they call these? The UCANBE Color Sparkle Liquid Eyeshadows. These I purchased on Amazon just to try them out because I was curious. The bundle comes with all five of these shadows, and they're $6.99, which I thought was a great deal. I thought these were going to be very good. They're not Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadows, but they're really, really good. This one I'm going to swatch for you is Empire. So they have ones that are like this, where they're like a dual chrome, or they have some that are just, you know, a color with a sparkle. These are really, really beautiful. And if you have hooded eyes like me, you can see that shift there. Gorgeous. I'll swatch one more. This is the shade Comet. If you have hooded eyes like me, you sometimes might have trouble with liquid eyeshadows creasing. Look at how beautiful. Oh, I absolutely love these. These dry down really, really nicely, and if you spread them out and blend them, you're not going to get too much creasing, and they will last all day long. And for $6.99, that is a really good deal. They do such a good job. It's surprising. And like I said, like, you can shear them out, you can make them a topper, you can put them on and layer it up, and then, you know, blend the edges, and it looks really, really beautiful. I really am a big fan of these, and I don't think anybody I've seen on YouTube has talked about these at all. All right, we're gonna get into mascaras. I have two mascaras here that I wanted to talk about. One being the Wet n Wild Megaslim Skinny Mascara, the waterproof. This is what it looks like, and I will show you the brush. It has a very extreme thin brush. I don't use this on my entire lash. I like this a lot for my lower lash line. So I have a problem with 98% of drugstore mascara always smudges on my lower lash line. I almost always, if I'm gonna wear drugstore mascara, wear a separate mascara on the bottom. So today I'm wearing the Essence mascara on my top lash, so I put my Hourglass mascara on my lower lash. That is how I have just managed to be able to wear all the different mascaras without having horrible smudging under my eyes. It doesn't matter what concealer I use, what powder I use, they just always do it. And this one right here is a perfect mascara for the lower lash line. I wish I was wearing it today, but I was filming something else and totally forgot. But this creates really beautiful defined lashes. You can layer it up and get a really nice doll effect without getting any clumping at all. It's really, really, really special and extremely affordable. So I definitely recommend you checking it out. The other mascara I wanted to talk about is the Covergirl Lash Blast Clean. This is probably one, maybe two of the only mascaras I've ever worn that does not smudge my lower lash line. This is what the brush looks like. I have mine in whatever the blackest shade is. New Pitch Black Noir. So I really recommend this if you have a problem like I do with your drugstore mascaras smudging underneath on your lower lash line. You don't want to get two mascaras to make that one work. Then I definitely recommend you trying the Covergirl Lash Blast and Clean. I think this is an absolutely great mascara. And the last two products here are concealer corrector things. These are the L'Oreal True Match color correcting crayons. I have two. I have orange and bisque. And where am I going to swatch now? I will swatch on my palm. So this one is orange. There we go. And then we have bisque. I use bisque probably in the next month. It's going to be my favorite one. Right now I'm mixing the two. I wear that through the winter, and then I switch to orange in the summer. These are amazing color correctors. They go on really nice and creamy. They blend out super nice. You don't need a lot when you color correct. I just want to say that because people think they have to color correct the whole thing. I didn't even color correct today, but if I was, I would just do right in here and then blend that out with my finger and then apply my concealer over top, and it looks seamless. They're only like $7.99 at Walmart. They're really inexpensive, and they have a whole bunch of shades. These are not the only 2 shades to choose from. They're really, really good. So I definitely recommend you picking those up if you are in the market for a color corrector and you feel like everything else hasn't worked for you. I've tried like the LA Girl ones. Those are too thick. They're like a real concealer. This is more like a extremely thin layer. So when you are applying your concealer over top, you're not going to get crazy creasing because you're not putting like emollients over emollients, if that makes any sense. This is a really great product. And then the last thing, you probably have seen people talk about it because it came out this year and a lot of people reviewed it, but I haven't seen anybody talk about it since. And it's the Wet n Wild Incognito concealers. I got 2 shades, medium golden and medium honey. I tried these when they first came out, and I tried it with the skin tint and everything was too light. I wasn't a fan. And then I really started to use them when I got the correct shades and fell in love. This is a really good medium coverage natural concealer. You can use this every single day and look absolutely beautiful, and you can build it up if you need that additional coverage. I really recommend this concealer, and again, it's under $10. So if you're in the market, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I mean, we all know the e.l.f. Camo, the Hydrating Camo, those are good ones as well. But I wanted to give you additional options. If you've already tried those and you didn't really like it, you didn't understand the hype, you wanted to try something different, these are other options for you. So those are all the products that I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've considered any of these products here, and thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and until next time, thank you guys. Love you guys. Bye.